Eternal city. Life in ancient Rome was complex and diverse, encompassing cultural, social, religious, and entertainment aspects. Here is a description of various aspects of life during this period. Centers of culture and religion were theatres, temples, and basilicas. Theatres were places for dramatic performances, often based on Greek patterns, and were a testament to advanced architecture and culture. Temples were centers of religious worship dedicated to various deities. They were not only places of worship, but also symbols of Rome's power and wealth. Basilicas initially served administrative and judicial functions, later becoming important places of Christian worship. Romans met and relaxed in the baths. The baths were public baths, which were a place for bathing and social and recreational centers. The heart of public and political life in Rome was the Roman Forum, a place for assemblies, trade, and administration, surrounded by important public buildings, temples, and triumphal arches. Roman society can be divided into patricians and plebeians. Patricians were the social elite. They owned land and held political power. Their life was characterized by luxury and influence. Plebeians made up the majority of society. They were farmers, craftsmen, and traders. They had limited access to political power, which led to social conflicts and subsequent reforms. Slaves made up a significant part of the population, working on farms, in homes, mines, and on construction sites. Their life was difficult and devoid of rights. Entertainment in ancient Rome. Amphitheatres were places of mass entertainment, including gladiator fights, wild animal hunts, and reconstructions of battles. Gladiator fights were a brutal form of entertainment, where gladiators, often slaves or war prisoners, fought to the death. It was in Rome that the cry "bread and circuses" originated. It refers to the policy of providing Romans with essential goods and entertainment to prevent social dissatisfaction and rebellions. Beliefs of ancient Romans. The religion of ancient Romans was polytheistic, meaning the Romans, like the Greeks, believed in many gods. These beliefs were closely linked to everyday life and politics. For example, according to beliefs, the laws were household guardian spirits, worshipped in every Roman home. They were supposed to provide protection and prosperity to the household members. We can distinguish the cults of Jupiter, Juno, Minerva, and Vesta. Jupiter was the highest deity, the god of the sky and thunder. In Greek beliefs, he corresponded to Zeus. Juno was Jupiter's wife, the guardian of women and marriage. Minerva was the goddess of wisdom and war, and Vesta was the goddess of the hearth, worshipped by the Vestal virgins. One of the most important places of worship, dedicated to the three main deities, Jupiter, Juno, and Minerva, was the temple, the capital. The Romans adopted many aspects of Greek mythology and religion, transforming them according to their own beliefs and traditions. Rome was called the Eternal City because of its uninterrupted history, durability, and significance in history. In summary, it can be said that ancient Rome was a place of incredible diversity and contrasts, from magnificent architectural achievements to brutal gladiator fights, from sublime religious practices to the daily struggles of plebeians and slaves. Its cultural and historical legacy remains one of the most important in the history of mankind. You can find more historical information in our mobile app, MLG History, which will be available in December.